Suspended Public Enterprises Director General Kgathatso Tlhakudi has filed a damning affidavit at the Labour Court this week. He accuses Minister Pravin Gordhan of unlawfully removing him from his position. Tlhakudi further claims Gordhan's decision to sell off South African Airways was intended to benefit a few privileged individuals who were picked in an irregular and unlawful manner. Well, the DA Standing Committee on Public Accounts MP Alf Lees joins us now for more on the story. Alf, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. So these are very damning allegations that have been made against the Public Enterprises Minister. It's certainly not the first time that we have been told about the irregularities that went into the procurement of that SAA deal. Your reaction to it?
Hi, Kathy. Thank you for chatting to me this evening. Look, Kathy, the question of the disposal of 51% shares has been fraught from the time it was announced by Minister Gordhan in June last year. It's been shrouded in secrecy. I and many others, I think, have made various attempts, and I've made them through the official party, Parliament channels, and Minister Gordhan has stonewalled me at every instance, including being in committee. And so it doesn't surprise me that there are these allegations of impropriety by the minister, given the secrecy that surrounds it. The little we know about the deal is it seems clear to us that there's been some sort of preferential treatment involved here. I mean, you're giving away a 51% share in a airline which has a very, very well-established and trusted brand, has roots. It has trained employees, it has buildings, it has aircraft, and you're giving away 51% of that for 51 Rand. Now, the suspended Director General Tlhakudi indicates that our view of the value of what's left of the airline after the business rescue process is indeed quite significant, and it's being given away. How the process unfolded to identify the private entity to join in this deal is open to checking, because we can't get any information about how this went down. There were certain banks involved, and so on, but the detail is just not given to us. Who were the bidders for this, for the airline? What were the details of their bids? We've already got a court action by one of the bidders who was unsuccessful, now in the High Court in the Western Cape. We see that the international entity that looks after and allocates international routes has said that there are 14 or 15. We heard initially 21 routes that SAA had been allocated, which have been withdrawn because SA simply can't fulfill the obligations of running those routes with the few aircraft. Sorry, Kathy, yeah.
Yeah, but part of what we've also seen is the fact that following this deal, even the National Treasury could not come out in very clear terms as to how much of the processes unfolded. In fact, the former DG in the Treasury saying that there were things that the Treasury was informed about after the fact. Why do you think there has been such little accountability on the part of the minister to be able to be fully transparent and actually help the public understand what really happened?
It seems to be. I mean, Minister Gordhan has a reputation for being an honest man. I mean, and I don't want to in any way impugn that honesty, but there seems to be in this instance something that the minister wishes for not to be known until the deal is done and can't be reversed. And that is of concern, because if there was nothing that might sabotage or stop the deal, then why not be completely transparent about it? Why not just make sure that everyone in South Africa who's contributed some 47 billion rand to SAA over the years, the last 10 or so years, feel comfortable that this is the best deal for the South Africans as a whole and taxpayers in particular. So it would seem that the reason for this lack of transparency and accountability is that there are some details that may stop the deal going through if they were to be widely known. Now, Dondo Makojana, who was the Director General of National Treasury until recently, yes, I ambushed him, and he responded with written concerns about the deal as they had seen the document, but we haven't seen it. So at least we have that.
All right, Alpha, we'll have to leave it there for tonight. We're completely out of time. He's the Public Accounts MP. This sits on Scopa.